Like I said in the last lesson, this is the most important part of the course, spreading the message and good information to the people around you. The more people who take their privacy and security seriously, the more companies and governments will need to cater to the public opinion. One of the things we do to help spread privacy to as many people as possible is host several communities where you can mingle with other people passionate about privacy and security, like you. You'll find our communities on Discord, Matrix, and Telegram. If you're more interested in staying up to date with our content and projects, we are on Twitter and Patreon as well for more consistent updates on what's happening on our ends. Enjoy the rest of the lesson. Let's start with companies. No matter what Zuckerberg says, Facebook doesn't care about your privacy because there's no pressure for them to care, and there's too many benefits for them not to care, and there are no regulations and not enough people making a negative impact on the company. If Facebook were to lose 50% of their customers and all of them left for privacy concerns, Facebook would start to take their privacy a little bit more seriously. The same idea applies to security concerns. My old bank, one of the largest banks in the United States, doesn't offer proper two-factor authentication. If more people left the service because of security concerns like I did, they would change their ways. Donate money and use products that are built to protect you. This is pretty self-explanatory, so let's move on to making an impact on the people around you. The best thing you can do is to tell people why you do what you do. Trust me, they notice the precautions you take, and if they know you're not just some weirdo, they're going to want to hear what you have to say. Why do I use a password manager? A VPN? Why is my screen always off from their point of view? The goal here is to give an answer that makes the other person rethink privacy and security. Tell them you use a privacy screen protector because shoulder attacks are a common way people get their passwords stolen, and it just makes you feel more comfortable in public. A password manager allows you to make an infinite amount of secure passwords without having to memorize them or lose them. Lastly, make sure to bring out the positives in services. It's easy for us to point out the bad things. VPN slow down your speeds, Tor is just beyond slow, DuckDuckGo isn't as good as Google, Linux isn't as easy to use as Windows, etc. Instead of bringing out the negatives, bring out the positives. VPNs give you freedom for your ISP and prevent your school from blocking anything you do. DuckDuckGo allows you to use a huge number of search engines all from one location with bangs. It's so cool. And Linux runs from a flash drive that can be booted from any computer, not to mention it being free. Signal is literally iMessage with phone and video capabilities all built into one central application that is cross-platform. It is iMessage, but for everybody. There is no reason why, if you're using iMessage, you shouldn't hop over to Signal. On the topic of people, don't forget to join communities. There's the subreddit Privacy, there's my channel and our communities where we're all about that, and we have a Matrix room, Discord server, Telegram group. We have a lot of stuff. Keep up to date on our website. Join communities in person as well. The EFF has meetups you can attend, and take a look at summits and events like DEF CON. Just try to get involved. The more you immerse yourself, the more you're going to fall in love with this, and the more you're going to learn about other people, what they do, and how you can spread that message to people you know. If nothing out there seems to be exactly what you're looking for, create your own community and have some fun with it. The very last thing I want to talk about is normalizing privacy. In our society, we associate privacy with criminality. We discussed why privacy is important in lesson 1.2 and why this isn't always the case. In fact, it's normally not the case. There are a few things we can do to improve the problem. First, implement and use the tools we've discussed throughout the course. That way people around you who know you're not a bad person realize it's not that weird to value your data. You should also keep them noticeable. Leave Tor and other tools in your toolbar or desktop so people can see that you use them. You can take this to the next level by donating to these projects for merchandise. The Tor project, the EFF, the FSF, and this course all offer merchandise like shirts and stickers to help you spread the message. This helps people in public realize these services are nothing to be ashamed of. Normalize privacy. If there's two words that you should take home from this entire course, it's those. Normalize privacy. To summarize, if you begin to take your privacy seriously, then you might find others will do the same around you. At first, you may only have an impact on your circle of friends. If more and more begin to care, then politicians and businesses will find that they have to start paying attention. A small number can lead to big changes, and it all starts with you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the Section 6 finale.